Hey guys, it's me, the amazing gamer DJMC here. I kind of was not gonna plan on doing a live stream today, just didn't feel like streaming today. But I will at least make this video so that I did post stuff on my channel so you guys don't get any ideas. Like, there might be sometimes I don't feel like I want to do a video or not. But this video is gonna be mostly focused on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, for all those who are wondering, I'm a Spider-Man fan, and as you can see, I'm wearing a Deadpool t-shirt, and I'm even wearing Deadpool pajama bottom pants. But I am a Spider-Man fan. But I don't mind watching other superhero-related stuff. Like, I watch some DC stuff. I've seen most of all the live-action Batman movies. The Adam West Batman series I did not check out, but his movie I did see when it was streamable on Netflix. I figured, don't know much about West's version of Batman, so I figured I might as well see that. Then I seen the cartoon versions of the Adam West Batman movies. As for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I did not see the original TMNT series, the one that came out in the 80s, because I was not born yet. But when I was little, my dad's mom had the VSH tape of the first live action of the TMNT series or movie, I should say. Sorry, movie. And I actually liked it. It was pretty cool, and I didn't know what the heck ninjas were, but it seemed to kick ass. Now, I didn't know that the live action TMNT movies had two sequels later years. I didn't find that out until years later, and then saw them years later. My second exposure to TMNT was back in I guess somewhat still in the early 2000s to maybe late, because I did watch some episodes of the 2003 TMNT series. In fact, for some reason, I had one DVD case that came with only 3 episodes of the TMNT 2003 series, but 2 of the episodes they involved them facing off the Shredder. It was like a two-parter episode of season 1, and then the last episode it showed, it just involved Michelangelo dressing up as a superhero, calling himself the Turtle Titan. Let's see. But then years later, I kind of forgot about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a time being, because for some reason Cartoon Network stopped showing the 2003 series at the time, so I didn't know what the hell was going on at the time. But then years later, I saw the Turtles Forever movie, which at first I kind of like maybe forgot what the hell the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were, but then again, if you haven't read something or seen something in a while, you kind of won't remember it as much. Plus, I never read any TMNT comics. Besides, maybe I did collect some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books, but I did not get them for myself. When I went to my first Comic Con, I got them for a friend, so that way he can at least have some TMNT comic books. I, however, do have at least 2 original of the black and white Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics. One of them that involves Leonardo, we the we Leonardo, the turtle with the swords, getting attacked by the Foot Clan, and then he finds out the Shredder is back. And then the second issue, I think it involves the turtles going to April's place because Master Splinter's missing and he's being held captive by the crane. But then again, I didn't know what the heck the aliens that look like the pink aliens that look like humanoid brains but with mouths and teeth. I didn't know what the hell they were at the time. Let's see. However, back in the 2010 era, back in 2012, I did check out the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, and I liked that version. Now, people are going to ask me, Dylan, did you watch all of the 2012 series? Sort of. At the time, like I I mostly like stayed focused on mostly Disney XD and Cartoon Network at the time, because like those were mostly the two channels I watched mostly. Like I did occasionally like watch SpongeBob on Nickelodeon, but when it showed TMNT sometime, I did watch that. But the thing was, most of the time they kept showing reruns of episodes I didn't see, so I decided to hold off on it until they showed reruns of the newer episodes, which that worked out for me because there was one point in the show I would like to say it was somewhere around maybe the end of, I guess, season 2. Then again, I didn't know what season I was on because they don't announce like what season this is or stuff like that, which I can understand why if I worked with television people, but I don't. Anyway, so I did not know that in the 2012 series that the Karai in that universe was related to Master Splinter, because I thought the 2012 series was the first one that shows Master Splinter was a human and then got mutated into a rat. I didn't know the 80s cartoon did that, so I did not know that. Uh, like the 2003 TMNT series lasted for 7 seasons. I think I only saw like some episodes of seasons 1 through 3. I didn't see any of season 4 or 5. I was able to check out season 6 because the CW had the rights to it for some reason. And then also a little bit of season 7, which was titled Back to the Sewers. As for Ninja Turtle movies, I have the DVD version of the 3D CG TMNT movie, and I did love it. Uh, you know what? I might as well get this out of the way. People, if you guys have seen the Rise of the Ninja Turtles series, or question, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the Nickelodeon series, like, people are gonna probably ask me, Dylan, did you watch that show? To be honest, no. I, even though I haven't watched the show, but I can see like from clips of it, the show is kind of, this is my honest opinion, and you guys have the right to your own opinions. The show just feels very weird to me in so many ways. Like the character designs of it, and not only that, for some reason the turtles. There's another thing that is weird in that show, because in most of the iterations of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo is the leader, but for some reason they made Raphael, the angry guy of the group, the leader in this series, which I mean, I don't mind if they change it up a bit, but I would just stick with the like who's the original leader, to be honest. That's just my opinion. And I did do like a little research to see how many seasons did that series had, and it only had 2. And to be honest, I'm glad it was shortened for 2 seasons. But I was surprised to see that show had a movie and it was going to be made by Netflix. So that was surprising. Plus, actually, it's the first show that has April O'Neil as a African American woman. That kind of surprised me there. What else? Do I plan on seeing the series in the future? Probably not. However, I am going to plan on my Xbox, which I've shown people some videos of, like on my list, that I am getting some digital stuff that involves the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I'm gonna be buying the complete series of the 2012 series and seasons 1 through 3 of the 2003 series, because I already have the Turtle Forever movie. If you remember one of my videos, I show what I have I can watch on my Xbox. Uh, so like I can watch the 2003 series, like the seasons 1 through 3 here at my house, but I'll have to watch the other four remaining seasons on Paramount Plus when I go to my aunt's, because I don't have Paramount Plus on streaming on my TV. I could install it, but then I'll have to ask my aunt if I can use her account, and I don't want to bug her with that. So, yeah, but also if I want to watch the Turtles Forever movie, I would have to watch it on my Xbox. Let's see. Or I can watch the other four seasons on YouTube because people, for some reason, like YouTube channels, have been able to show they have access to the 2003 TMNT series, like all 7 seasons somehow. I don't want to get into that because I don't understand how it works and I don't want to bore people here. I might as well say, like, if people ask me, like, which versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show cartoons do I like, well, you already know I'm not a big fan of the Lies one. Even though I haven't seen it, I just don't think I'm gonna watch it. Uh, I can't say anything about the 80s cartoon version because I didn't watch it around the time. Plus, I have some experience with the 80s Turtle because they had crossover with the 2012 series of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the 2003 series because of the Turtle Forever movie. So I know what they look like. I just never got the idea of their show. So who knows? Maybe someday in the future, if I want to, I would buy the 80s cartoon and then try to watch all 9 seasons to maybe understand the series a little bit. But but if people ask me like which TMNT series do I like more, the 2003 and 2012, I'm gonna say I like them both because they were my favorite variants of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I can't wait to own some of their shows on my Xbox so I can just rewatch them whenever. Now, before I end the video, I do want to talk about a interesting turtle comic book series that kind of got my attention, and some YouTube channels are even kind enough they are able to show the issues of this mini series on the YouTube, and some are even doing voice work. If you're familiar with a dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic called The Last Ronin, I like that series. I, I was surprised to see a world where there's only one Ninja Turtle left, but what surprised me that the other three are dead. But the question is, though, is on who is the last Ronin. Therefore, who's the surviving turtles of Hamato Yoshi clan? Because we don't know much about the turtles in that universe in a way of like how do I say it? It's like if Master Splinter, like if he was just a normal rat because of him having a human master, or was he human who got turned into the rat? Because they don't specifically explain the little past history of those versions of the turtles. And what surprised me the most to find out the last Ronin turtle was somehow one of the turtles I'd never expect to maybe survive the longest. Because the way the Ronin act, I have my guesses of maybe Donatello, Leonardo, or Raphael. But it turns out the three dead turtles are those three I just mentioned. The last one was the goofball of the group, Michelangelo, and this series made him a total badass. I am sad at the end of the series Mikey does die, but to be honest, the comic book series is good. If I ever find like a big volume comic book that has all five of the issues of the last one series, I'm gonna get it and have something to enjoy the weed. Because I do collect comic books, and I should try maybe get some comic books that involve the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a little bit. Uh, but whoever owns the rights for the TMNT series, like for cartoon wise, I would love to see a Last Ronin cartoon series, or if not cartoon series, or make it a movie. I'm not gonna say live action because I have the live action Michael Bay TMNT series, and I will say this: they are not that terrible, but they could have been a bit better. That's just my opinion. I like them. They have their funny moments and cool scenes. So yeah, that's a lot I think of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My favorite versions are the 2003 and 2012 series version. Favorite comic book version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as The Last Ronin. Like I said, I haven't read any other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics, so there's that. Hoping maybe in the future, if I ever go to Comic Cons, like if there's one in my local area or one close to it, I would like to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book. Yep, that's all I got to say.